again. Jack Frost. What's up, party people? Okay, I said a mouthful. You missed it all. Hold on. Okay, so first, I wrote 48 hours in the damn title. Let me fix that real quick. That's what I'm currently doing. That's one. Two, I made a comment in the videos. And I only seen one person reference it in the comment section. Pardon me. I only seen one person reference it in the comment section. And the comment was it 72 hours from court? Or was it 72 hours from the time that the tweet actually went out? And I'm going to tell you something extremely interesting. Well, not extremely interesting. This is as interesting as you might think it is. Hold on, I almost got this fixed real quick. Give me 1 second. I'm going like this. See, this is the thing. Real quick, right? I don't know why the volume wasn't on. Like, what the hell? Why do I do that every time? So for now, everybody know when you come in here, there's a good chance I might not have the volume on. The volume might be off. Anyway, so basically, 72 hours is 3 days. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So the person really wasn't making that much of a leap, is the point at which I'm trying to make. So the people that are currently making videos saying that it's not true or whatever the case is, Tekashi's not getting out in 78 hours or whatever the hell they talking about, I have no idea. I haven't really been looking at too much of that stuff, but it's not on point because we've already come to the conclusion, a lot of us, that he's gonna get time served. A prerequisite to that was the government letting us know that they had no real intent on charging him with all of the crimes when they dropped the charge for the gun charge. For everybody that's not sure what the gun charge was, it was the gun that they found in his house. That was the gun charge. Anyway, check this out. I forgot to say my good mornings. How's everybody doing? What's up, Braveheart? How you doing, Jenny Lozano, Sean Jefferson, Dimitri Golden? Why you said FYL? Fuck my life? No. Part of my... Screw your life. What does NEMS mean real quick before I kick this guy? We gotta stop. We gotta hold on 1 minute. Let me see what the hell this means. Oh, that's a rapper. Oh, shout out to that guy. Anyway, what up, Big June? Ra, how you doing, Ra? What up, GQ? Haven't seen you in a while. Cabeluchito? What up, GQ? Ain't seen you in a while. What up, Métis Vega? What up, Mr. Dap? Salute. What up, Dimitri? Once again. What up, Rod 1911? Who else we got up in here? Ray Dream Chaser, Anonymous One. How you doing, Anonymous One? Fix the volume, Anonymous One. Thanks for letting us know. What else? Who else we got up in here? David Stone. Thanks everybody that was letting me know that the volume was effed up. I really do appreciate you guys. What the hell am I doing over here? Okay, so we're just gonna skip those messages. What up, Seen and Unseen Boxing? Who else we got up in here? Almond Brown, how you doing, baby girl? David Stone says, what it looks like you got to start all over again because we ain't hear you. Yes, that happened. What up, Marlo Stanfield? Did you change the name or somebody still? I don't know. Don't even care. What up, Silent Assassin? Who else we got up in here? Rodrigo YouTube, shout out to you. What up, Tiffany Marie Ferry? Who else we got up in here? Joe Patton says, good morning, BB. I guess BBN and Chad and Jack. BB, Chad and Jack Frost. How's everyone doing this fine morning? Hope everyone's doing well and checking. I hope everybody's doing good too. What up, Prince to Amir? Appreciate you. What up, Barkham Energy? James S. Salute. What up, DSTN? Who else we got up in here? Eric Burgess. How you doing, my brother? Cloutnet. What's up? Shout out to Arizona. What up, Rue Jones? Who else we got up in here? Sule. How you doing, baby girl? Okay. What up, Alex? Hope you doing well. What up, Rio? Rio said good morning, blessings to all. Hit that like on the way in. It's free and appreciate it. Let's get it. That's a fact. What up, Bed-Stuy? How you doing, my brother? What up, One Nation Entertainment? What up, Bronx Bread? Euro Brown? How you doing? Who else we got up in here? Teddy P. What up? What up, JJ? What up, Vicky Vale? Really? Shout out to Vicky Vale. Okay. What up, for everybody that don't understand that pop culture reference, you're losing out. What up, James Live Backwoods? Who else we got up in here? DZ. Shout out to DZ. Hope you do better on Mike Tyson's show. We've been having a lot of problems lately. What up, Wayno? Who else we got up in here? Number one, cooking with Steel Cross. How you doing today? Rodney Watkins, Shay Lacey, Richard Fowler. How you doing? All right, let's get this shit started. I gave out enough of them shits. I hope I gave out enough. I think I did. Let's get this started. The first thing I want to point out, there's a couple of things we want to talk about in this particular case in the first place, this particular situation. One of the first things that I want to say, what up, Supreme? What up, Monica Kendra Whitehead, KS? What up, King Luke? What up, Tiandre Willis? One of the first things that I want to say is this, right? And I want everybody to just pay attention to this thing that I'm about to say. It's going to make no sense right now, maybe. But then as we continue to talk, it might make a little bit more sense. Remember how I told y'all that Tekashi 6ix9ine was not a target? This is what you have to understand about the government. Us living in the hood, being black people, we think that they just want to arrest all of us. This is not wrong. They do just want to arrest people. This is a fact. The police job is supposed to be to serve and protect. But it has become, for many a years, not recently, when I say many a years, I mean hundreds of years, what their job actually has been to do is create revenue for whatever city that they're in. Hold on. When you go to out of town and you go to other states that might have not as big of a crime problem, you want to know what people complain about? Traffic tickets. You have these officers sitting out there on the road waiting to write tickets. Why? Because that's revenue for that town. Bear with me, just so I can give you a clear understanding of why I was saying what I was saying. So when we have a city as big as New York City, right? You don't need to write tickets to create revenue. It's a plus, but you don't need to write tickets to create revenue. Think for a second. What do you think happens to the money and the drugs that the police pick up when they bust someone? After it's already, after the people get convicted or not convicted or whatever the case might be. Where do you think that money and that drugs sit? You think the money and that drugs just go sit up for the rest of its life? Yeah, we busted this drug dealer back in the 80s with $10,000. It's still sitting in evidence locker. The whole $10,000 is still sitting in the evidence locker. Well, let's just talk about the money for a minute. I want to focus on the money. Okay? So hold on. So when they do these big busts like this, when they go to bust a whole entire gang, because that's what they was attempting to do, they just wasn't able to do it. If you think any gang that is as big and powerful as a 9 is accused of being, is said to be, only has 10 people in it, you are gravely mistaken. Listen, bear with me. So when you have a situation where they invest, remember that word, invest 6-7 years into taking down a gang, they're not busting the gang just because, or organization, just because they're like, we want to get them off of the streets. They also want to bust them while they're at their peak, while they're at their highest of financial incentives, is because of financial incentives. So When Tekashi 6ix9ine went on the air and forced for them to shut their investigation down early, he not only created a situation where there was a ton of people that wasn't going to get arrested, but you want to know what happens else when you get arrested? Your property could get seized. Now, imagine if you could somehow arrest somebody who's a millionaire, who has stake in businesses that are going to do really well in the future, like the weed business, like the like the legal weed business. They have stake in the legal weed business. What do you think is going to happen with that money? Because they're gonna find them. They're gonna not find them. They're gonna what do you call it? They're gonna just take their shit, because they're gonna say, well, we believe that a lot of what you have right now come from illegal activity, and so we're gonna take it off your hands. So when I confiscate, but they call it something else also. So when I tell you that the feds did not want Tekashi 6ix9ine, it's because the people who they were going to bust was going to get them way more money than Tekashi 6ix9ine could have gotten them. If you think that these forfeiture, thank you, Eric Burgess. If you think that these feds is out here, it's forfeiture. If you think that these feds are out here working all of these cases and they're not generating revenue by the bust that they're doing, then you do not understand what's going on. You are entirely misled. One of the main reasons why I personally believe, and I'm not even mad at this, just so we can be clear, I'm just saying that this is the way that things work. It's actually forfeiture. It's actually, they call it forfeiture. In court, they call it forfeiture. In court, they literally call it forfeiture. Who was that? Who said that? Eric Burgess. Eric Burgess was dead on. But, I mean, we could use seize and confiscate also. Why not, right? Well, hell, we ain't in court. Let's use both of those words. Fuck it. I'm going to tell you what was one of the main reasons why they had to do whatever they was doing, right? One of the, Dimitri's funny because he used FYL before and shit. And so I said, what the hell does that mean? And then I looked something else up. So this time he just wrote laughing out loud. You're a funny guy, Demetrius. So you got to look at it like this. Bear with me. They never wanted Tekashi 6ix9ine. They wanted the monies. They wanted the monies that was being generated from the drug side of the operation. Allegedly. Allegedly. Never wanted him. Why in the hell would they give him any time? And this is all about money, right? This is all about money, right? It's all about money, right? Why in the hell would they put somebody in jail that creates as much revenue as Tekashi 6ix9ine? Whether you notice or not, Tekashi 6ix9ine keeps a lot of people employed. And I'm not talking about Treyway. I'm talking about just in general because of the money that the money that he generates. He keeps people employed. Tekashi 6ix9ine go right now to Iowa and do a concert. That thing is gonna sell out. Tekashi 6ix9ine right now get in a 16 city concert tour. Every single which one of those places where that concert stops is gonna get sold out. don't think people really understand the power of being a entity that could generate revenue. Supreme Duncan says, Jack, quick question. They have no hand-to-hand sales or any sales of drugs on anyone. How are they charging these guys off of hearsay? First of all, in court, in the federal court system, they can't use hearsay. That's one. Let me see the rest of your question. You can't you can't use hearsay in court. Why isn't there lawyers bringing that up? In federal court, you can use hearsay. All you need is 2 people to corroborate. That's one. 2, they literally have voice, telephone messages of people talking about the drugs, and they have texts of people texting back and forth about the drugs. What do you want the lawyers to do? Anybody can tell me what the lawyers could do? We're going to farm this question out to the chat. Does anybody know what the lawyers can do when you have a client that he's on the phone in federal court, on the phone talking about the drugs, and sending text messages all over the place talking about the drugs? Do you have any idea of what your lawyer can do to help you in this particular situation? I'm curious. No, your lawyer could do nothing, because at that point everything's in everything's in the state's hands. In the government, your lawyer can't do shit. Look, we got your guy on this, we got your guy on that. You got his voice everywhere, text messages everywhere. These dudes, and I'm not trying to talk bad about nobody. Let's just get this clear. I'm just talking about what happened. These dudes was on the jail phones talking about drug deals. No, I mean, you're going to do a plea deal, but what I'm saying is your lawyer has no leverage. At this point, you got to give somebody up. Your lawyer has no leverage. That was my point I was trying to make when I was like, your lawyer can't do shit. There's no leverage. At this point, you got to give somebody up, period. You got to give somebody up, or you got to take whatever time they talk about giving you. That's it. And being as that you might not waste the court's time, then yeah, they might, be favorable for you. They might do something favorable because, you're not wasting the court's time. Hold up 1 second. I'll be right back. I'm so sorry about this. I'll be right back. Give me 1 second. And also, I'm going to fix this, everybody. The members list is being fixed today. We're updating the members list today. So the fact that the members list is not updated right now doesn't mean anything. We're updating the members list today. So anybody that want to get on the members list, join before the end of this live. Sorry about that. That's crazy. I left for like 2 seconds. Like 30 people left. God dang it, yo. What the hell? Anyway, what up, Cash Roll? You want to shave time in that situation, they're going to tell you it's not your best interest to cooperate. Look, all I'm saying is this. Listen to what I'm saying. I've been telling y'all since January that he was going to get time served. That's a fact. Rio Martinez says Snoop Dogg just did an interview with Master P. He spoke on his brother. He said, y'all need to realize sometimes your lawyer can't do anything regardless of what you pay them. That's a whole fact. Look, if you don't give your lawyer something to work with, like if you give the police everything, what do you expect your lawyer to do? You can't even get upset at your lawyer at that point if they're not able to get you the type of deal you want. You gave the police everything. You put your lawyer in a situation where he gotta freaking go find a genie and rub the damn lamp. I'll talk about the WAC 100 thing in a minute. I told y'all he was going to get time served. One of the main reasons why I thought he was going to get time served is because, like I told y'all before, they didn't want him. Like, all you got to do is pay attention to what was going on. One of the main reasons why I believe they kept picking Shotty up and letting Shotty go is because they didn't want Shotty neither. They really didn't want him. If Shotty didn't get caught shooting in public, he might have got damn near no time. Listen to me, I'm going to say this again. If Shotty wouldn't have been caught shooting in public, he most likely damn near would have got no time. Everybody keeps saying Tekashi snitched on Shotty. What did Tekashi tell on Shotty about? Okay, anybody in here, real quick? I want some answers. Can anybody tell us what Tekashi told on Shotty about? Once again, I'm not saying he's not telling. I have a series called The Snitching. Okay? Tekashi stars in it. But at the end of the day, let's hold people accountable for what they actually did, not for the things that we want them to be blamed for. Somebody tell me what he told on Shotty about. Please, somebody. Shotty said he told, but what did he tell on Shotty about that we know about? Dimitri. We're going to get to that, but not yet. West Side, shout out to West Side. West Side says, no one can say exactly what he told on. They just saying everything. And if anybody is always saying everything, there's a better chance it was nothing. Could somebody please tell me what he snitched on? Just please. I'm not defending nobody here. I'm just saying we're having a conversation, right? Please tell me what he snitched on. The shooting that he didn't do in the car. That. The thing that Shotty did not get tried for, did not get in the charge they threw out. Yes, he snitched on the charge. The charge that they threw out, he absolutely snitched on that. You tell me something else. Could you tell me something he snitched on, Wayne Omega? You sound like you're protecting him. You don't want to tell us what he snitched on? Can't you tell us what he snitched on? Why are you protecting him? Hey, Wayne Omega, why are you protecting him? Why aren't you going to tell us what he snitched on? You sound like you're protecting him. Come on, Wayne Omega, what did he snitch on? He lied on Shotty. That was not good. That was bad. The nigga lied on Shotty. Nigga, a whole lie. The guy that he also said banged his girl, his baby mama. So, I don't know if I would have did different. I wouldn't have did that. But I'm just saying, nigga banged his baby mama. I don't know. No. But no. What did he snitch on? Nobody could say what he snitched on. What did he snitch on? Could somebody please tell me what he snitched on instead of just saying everything? He says Nuke showed him handshakes and signs. Yeah, but Nuke didn't get charged for showing him handshakes and signs. But I'll let you have that one. I guess. Kuda B, he didn't snitch on Kuda B. TMZ snitched on Kuda B. Kick that dude straight out. We don't do that in here. Kick Gino straight out. We don't do that in here. We don't disrespect women. Peace, my homie. Could I get some bags up there? We just hit Gino with his bags for disrespecting women. Trying to disrespect Tekashi's baby mama. We not doing that. Let me just say this right now, because I don't want to have to kick nobody for no reason. We don't disrespect women in here. And please don't come in here trying to disrespect any Tekashi's baby mama. You might be good people and all that, but we gonna kick you. Thank you, Supreme Duncan. You cannot get charged for handshakes and signs, so not snitching. Please, somebody tell me what he snitched on. I'm not trying to. If you can tell me something that he snitched on, I'm gonna acquiesce. I'm gonna say okay. Just tell me something that he snitched on. He said he fucking told, but I need somebody to tell me what he's. I want to know why you angry. That's what I'm saying. Wait, hold on, Mr. BK1 Winston Keith. If nobody got no information, man, stop trying to make up conversation. No, let's read it. Just get your facts straight and leave it at that. I don't know if he was talking to me. He might have been talking to other people. Let's unhide him. Let's unhide him. Let's unhide him. Let's unhide him. Let's be clear about what he's saying. And next time, give him a timeout. He didn't disrespect. Time him out. Don't kick him away. You got unhidden. You got unhidden, Mr. BK1. When you get on the stand and testify, help out the DA, you a snitch, and that's a fact, especially when you claim blood. I'm not disagreeing with you, Money Bring. I am 100% not disagreeing with you. You can't get on the stand. Okay? I'm not disagreeing with you. Let's just be clear on this. What I'm saying is this. CEO Chris got on the stand and actually said stuff to put people away. Harv's ex-girlfriend got on the stand and had her freaking testimony was, woo! There was no way in the world Harv was going to get from under her testimony. Period. Without all the other stuff that was said, there was zero way. There was zero way that Harv was going to get out of testifying. Harv was going to get out of what his ex-girlfriend said on the stand. There was zero way. She put him at the time. She put his motive. She put him at the. She just. Her testimony was the second most damning testimony that was given. And I'm gonna leave it at that. I was in a courtroom, by the way. She put him at the time, place, everything. Her testimony lined up 100% perfectly with the forensic expert, the telecommunications forensic expert's testimony. Harv that was it. Tekashi didn't. He ain't had to talk about Harv. That was it. I'm sorry for him and his fam. I'm also sorry for the young man that got cut that night. But that was it. His testimony was just. Her testimony part of me was just lock, stock, and barrel. It was over with. My point is this. This is all my point is. People missed the reason. Shout out to Braveheart with the donation and the morning coffee emoji yeah, that's what it is. People missed the point why the government wanted to put Tekashi on the stand. People missed the whole entire point why the government put Tekashi on the stand, because they didn't need him on the stand. I don't even know if I should tell people. Brother, I brung you back. Mr. BK. I knew it was an accident. I'm not the one that hit you with your bags. I handed your bags back, welcomed you back in the house. Um, I was totally thrown off guard when I read the comment, but then I realized it wasn't aimed at me. Mr. BK says I'm with positive vibes, and that's why I'm checking on you, brother Jack Frost. I'm always gonna support you. Love positive vibes. Shout out to my brother CK and the whole hybrid. That's a fact. Shout out to CK and hybrid nation. That's a fact. No, that's not why they put him on the stand. Harv X told minute by minute. Yep, that's a fact. Harv X gave them minute by minute of what was going on when the slashing, before and after the slashing. They had 6ix9ine to get on the stand because 6ix9ine fucked up their operation. That's it. That's it. That's it. Check this out. Pay attention. Pay attention. Pay attention. Pay attention to what I'm about to say. Pay attention to what I'm about to say. There's a reason why I keep telling y'all they didn't need 6ix9ine. I tell y'all this because I'm saying, please, let's stop committing crimes out there. Let's take our unity that we have, whether you're unified of the blood, Crip, whether you're a gangster disciple, whatever you are. Hold on, let me plug this shit in for this. A Latin king, whatever you are, Muslim, whatever you are. Let's take our unity and do something positive with it, right? Let's stop taking our disassociation or our unity as using that as a reason. Growth and development. That's what it is. Yes, I like that. I fucks with that, Joe Wall. Appreciate you. GD's growth and development. I appreciate that. Let's take our unity and do something positive with it. You feel what I'm saying? Imagine if Tekashi, right? They arrest everybody. They get all the people. Okay, let's say Tekashi, everything goes down the way that it did initially. Tekashi goes on the Breakfast Club, talks. They arrest everybody. Everybody gets arrested. Tekashi doesn't snitch. They don't ask Tekashi nothing. They don't really need nothing from him. Right? Tekashi's then able to come home at the end of a year without having to get on the stand. Right? Then we find out, through the course of the thing, as I've been trying to tell people without flat out saying it, the people that the government were really after. Without just flat out saying it, I literally have been telling y'all who the government was really after for months. It's a couple of people. I've been saying it. I don't think the trolls have muddied the message a little. So some people might have missed it. But I've been telling y'all who the government was after. Without saying it. That's fair play. Government can't get mad at me for that. That's fair. Tekashi don't snitch. Don't take stand. Comes home. Nigga's a hero. That raises his street cred to an incredible amount. His whole team got busted. He didn't have to snitch. He didn't have to talk no nothing. He came home. Stood 10 toes. The government didn't want to allow him to have that type of status, being as he fucked up the investigation in the first place. Because the minute that he doesn't have to snitch, the minute he don't get on the stand, and then it's being told, wait, hold on, the government really wanted these people, and the only reason why they wasn't able to get him is because Tekashi went on the damn thing. Tekashi fucked up the investigation, and then he didn't snitch on top of that. That immediately raises him to us. What? Just think about that to yourself for a minute. For a minute, think about that. Think about that for a minute. He messed up their whole entire investigation, made them have to cut their investigation short because he went on the damn radio and started talking crazy. Then, after they arrested him and arrested everybody else, he stood 10 toes, ain't talk about nothing, didn't get on the stand, didn't snitch, didn't nothing, and then came home because they didn't want him in the first place. He'd be a street legend. Legend. So they had to make him take the stand. And they had to make him talk about something. I'm pretty sure they didn't really care what he said on the stand. As long as he got on the stand, pointed a couple of fingers. Yes, we are doing Troy Ave and Tax Stone. As long as he got on the stand, said a couple of names, pointed a couple of fingers, they don't even care. They don't even care if they already knew the information. They don't even care if they wasn't going to use the information. They didn't care. I was in the courtroom, and the only person he even looked like he didn't like was Shotty. Period. I mean, obviously, he's scared to death of Harv. Obviously. But the only person that he spoke about in a manner that you'll be like, yeah. He definitely don't like that guy. Was Shotty. Shout out to Mr. Mandatory for the donation. Appreciate you, my brother. Also, because I never mention this. I don't think, like, I'll go whole entire shows, but I don't never talk about this. If you want to donate or help the channel, help support the channel, you could always donate Cash App or PayPal. My admins throw it up periodically. Or you could just donate through the YouTube, which would be the what's the hell the YouTube thing is called? I forget what the YouTube. I forget the donation for the YouTube thing. I forget what that's called. But you could also donate that way if you want to help support the channel. All right, I be forgetting. Be honest with you. Super chat. There you go. Super chat. You could donate. I'll be forgetting this shit. I be forgetting to say that. That's why sometimes when people pop in here every once in a while, they be like, "Yo, you always talking about?" I really not. I don't. I be forgetting to talk. I'm supposed to literally bring it up like once or twice in every video, but I forget. Shout out to JJ for the donation. Oh yeah, and for everybody that don't know, whenever you see I'm gonna show y'all something real quick. Whenever you see these things on the since we're talking about it, I'm gonna stop for a second and just talk about this. So since we already discussing it, whenever you see these come up, you see these cards right here come up, that means that a person has donated $10 or more at one time. And what that does is that allows for them to sponsor a video. If you donate $10 or more at one time, you get to sponsor a video. So whenever you see these things like this pop up, that means that this particular person donated $10 or more at one time. And so therefore, they get to sponsor a video. And my videos, I rarely ever take any videos down. So that means that you're going to forever be immortalized on YouTube. Shout out to JJ for the donation. He said, "Do you feel that Treyway didn't do their due diligence? Everyone blames 6ix9ine for everything. Why do you believe should be held responsible for the whole thing?" Shout out to the BBN fam. I think there's enough blame to go around for everyone, to be honest with you. It's a shame that everybody is only blaming one person, and the reason why that's a shame is if you just keep blaming that one person, you can't fix the problem. You feel me? So while I'm here making videos and it seems like I'm constantly saying 6ix9ine is innocent, don't he's not a snitch. In reality, if you're really paying attention, what I'm saying is let's stop committing crimes, because you're not going to get away forever. Let's do better things with our time. Let's help the people around us. If they have enough, if you have enough of a infrastructure inside of your gang, inside of your organization, to do drugs, to run drugs, then you got enough infrastructure inside of your gang to start a clothing line. You got enough infrastructure inside of your gang to start a company. You have enough infrastructure inside of your gang to do something positive in the community. You understand what I'm saying? You have enough infrastructure inside of your organization to do things that you could then pass down from this iteration of the organization to the next iteration of the organization, and we could create generational wealth in our community. Generational community wealth. You understand what I'm saying? So that's usually what I'm talking about, but I think that often it gets lost in the message because people want me to convict or condemn. Pardon me. They want me to condemn Tekashi 6ix9ine so bad, and I think just condemning him is you're losing out on understanding that there's things that we could do that should have been being done that wasn't done. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to break bread with nobody you don't want to break bread with. I'm going to tell you a real funny story. So there's this particular person that he was trying to extort me. I ain't let him extort me. I told him, nigga, I ain't going to say what I said on live, but no, I let him know what it was. And so the point is, anytime I talk about certain things, the person, like, through fake things, send comments and shit. So the other day I was complaining. Well, I was complaining, but I really wasn't complaining. I was just expressing the different jobs that I have to do over here at the BBN Network. A cinematographer, editor. I have to be able to know how the frequencies with the mics work to make sure that the audio ain't fucked up. I have to know how to be a graphic designer. I have to know how to do a whole bunch of things. Anyway, somebody comments back to me and say, well, then break bread. I already know who this individual is. The funny thing is, the things that I need, you can't do. So literally, if I was about to hire somebody, it wouldn't be you. You don't even have the requisite skills, and you don't have the know-how to be able to pick up the skills quick enough for you to be an asset. Oh yeah, people are weirdos. They go over to your channel and trolling me on your channel. Shout out to that. Shout out to that. Whatever that video was, make another one. Yes, when you really want to speak directly to me and you want to make me have to read the comment, a super chat is the easiest way. I'm sorry to hear that happened, Big Chopper. Big Chopper said, yo, someone left under one of my videos for me to get off of your, whatever. He said I deleted that. I'd make more of those videos. That's what I would do. Yo, whenever somebody tries to... Yo, I'm going to tell y'all something right now. You know, I would not have made as many videos as I made about Shotty if when I made one or two about him and I really wasn't talking about him, he just came up, that people didn't start trolling me over it. Literally, I wouldn't have keep making videos. Just telling you. If you come over here and try to bully me or troll me into doing something, 9 times out of 10, I'm going to say, like, fuck it, do the thing you talking about. That thing you talking about you going to do to me, you going to do it anyway. You thought it up, so I might as well keep doing what I'm doing. Matter of fact, I might as well do it harder. Yeah, I'm from the Bronx, yo. I don't know what kind of people y'all... I'm from the Bronx from the 80s, yo. I don't know what to tell you if you think that bullying shit is gonna work. Alright, let's get back on track. What was the video about, Big? Chopper, if you don't mind me asking. Chopper, what was the video about? I don't know what Shotty's appeal was that he filed, but free all the homies, not for nothing, because, once again, I'm under the my belief is that these guys wouldn't be in the situation that they were in if not for CIA Chris. So while everybody's busy blaming Tekashi, people are missing out the fact that there's an actual literal person who it's their job to get involved in gangs and then get everybody that's possible locked up. CIA Chris is literally his job. Stop selling drugs and y'all don't have to worry about CIA Chris. I'm also going to say that. You can take that however you want to take it. Stop selling drugs and you don't got to worry about the CIA Chris's of the world. How about that? That's fair? If Chris been a rat, then why the hell was they dealing with him? They didn't know he was a rat. Hell yeah, screenshot that shit next time. Make a whole video about it. Yo, who's this douchebag? I don't know. I used to do that. I don't know about the CIA Chris thing because right now it's bleeding over. All of this is bleeding over into Troy Ave Taxstone case. So I work by myself. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to go to the CIA Chris situation. You are considered weird if you're selling drugs in 2020. I don't know. What's up, Michael Meath? Shout out to Michael Meath. Yo, you don't got no avatar? That's how I know whether it's you or not. Anyway, real quick, somebody brought up something I wanted to... Yeah, I do. I don't make enough. I think people think I make like $15,000, $20,000 a month or some shit like that. I don't make enough. I can't hire people. Fuck am I hiring? I don't make enough money to be hiring anybody. People crazy. That's why I'm laughing at the people that's like, yo, you should break bread. Like, how much money do you think I make over here? You think I'm driving Lamborghinis? What up, Aaron Michelle Jones? I haven't seen you in a long time. I hope everything is going well over there. I appreciate you. I appreciate everybody. Yeah, but okay, let's get back on topic. If you've been selling $5 and $10 rocks for the last 20 years, you need to stop. That's a fact. If you've been selling anything, if you've been selling hand to hand for 20 years, then you the problem. Gully Boy says, hey, Jay-Z got a snitch at the head of Rock Nation, so we know snitching winning. Okay, so this is the point. And this is what I think people don't really get. When you get to a certain level of financial security, there's certain type of people you want to have around you. I'm going to leave it at that. Just because one person snitches on another person, that doesn't mean that they're not loyal to you. I'm going to say that again. Just because one person snitches on another person, that doesn't mean they're not loyal to you. So, and also when you get to a certain tax bracket, there's people around that you know might be toxic, but you know they're not going to try to, kidnap you and rob you. So, if it's a choice between bringing somebody up that you're not sure about that might be a security concern, you're most likely going to stay with the person that you're pretty sure isn't a security concern. If you've been selling drugs for 20 years and not selling keys now, you're an addict or sloppy and don't know what you're doing. That's a whole fact, Supreme Duncan. But let's get away from the selling of drugs, period. You feel me? What we need to do is, that's crazy. I'm going to tell you what's crazy. The only time we spend money with our own people, it seems, is if somebody is doing something illegal. That's why so many of us do illegal shit. What could the black man sell nowadays in the hood and it not be illegal and people going to buy it from him? A car wash? What? Somebody please tell me something that the black man could sell in the hood right now that isn't illegal and people going to buy. You see, everybody always got the answers until you ask them for an answer. Then, I don't know, but there's something. Like, what did Tekashi snitch on? I don't know, but there's something. CMOS. Food? You think that, okay, so what, okay, hold on, Hebrew. Hold on. Just so we can be clear on this. What food? Because soul food restaurants went out of business. And I'm talking about American blacks. Yep, cut here. And thank you for saying they, Michael Meath. That was... cut here, that's about it. The blue stuff you put combs in, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't even want to go, no, I don't even want to find out what the hell you're talking about. But do you understand what the problem is? What can a black man do? Soul food kitchen don't even exist. If you know a soul food place in New York City, please tell me. I want to go there. Liquor stores. They can own liquor stores, but they don't. Everybody else owns the liquor stores in the hoods. Hair products that they're going to have to buy from the Koreans. The Koreans sell all the hair products. And they sell it to the people that are black at a higher rate than they do their own people. So when you go to a black beauty supply store, you have to buy it for more money. So people don't really frequent the black beauty supply stores as much as they go to the Korean beauty supply stores. Come on, don't see, this is the problem when people try to debate with me, right? I know stuff. So come on. I know stuff. You got a plenty of black-owned bodegas in Brooklyn. Wait, hold on. Stop everything. Brooklyn has to be one of the only places that I've been at that has a lot of black-owned bodegas and restaurants and stores. So with the exception of Brooklyn, I'm going to say you got it. I don't have no argument with Brooklyn. I'm talking about American blacks. Those are the main people out here selling drugs, right? I don't see many Africans selling drugs on the block. So the main people selling drugs on the block that are black are the American blacks. So that's why I'm talking about them. I'm not trying to leave other people out by saying that we're not the same or we're not equal. I'm just saying I'm talking specifically about American blacks. See, this is no... I'm not saying black isn't black. You're creating a whole nother argument. You see how people do? I didn't say black isn't black. I'm talking about American black specifically. Why can't I just be talking about one demographic specifically? I only could talk about the way that you want to talk about it, even though it's my show. I could only discuss it the way that you want to discuss it. I got you. Crypto. Black men can sell a service. That's what we do. That's literally what we do. How is that no respect? I'm just pointing something out. I'm specifically talking about... Oh, you respect the topic. No, I'm specifically talking about American blacks. I'm not trying to disrespect any other type of black race of people. But I'm specifically talking about American blacks. Gully Boy said, I work with Africans. They don't mess with us. Yes, I know a lot of Africans that don't like black people. That's a whole fact. I know Africans that like black people that'll tell you that most Africans don't like black people. That's a fact. And it's not all Africans, by the way. It's certain regions in Africa. But I'm going to leave that alone because this isn't a conversation that I feel like having. And just so y'all can know, sometimes I back off of a topic because I think I have more information on it than other people might have. And I don't want to offend nobody. But we're not talking about that. Hold on. We're not talking about blacks against Africans. We're not doing that. All right? We're not doing that. We're not talking about one race of people against another race of people. We're not doing that. This is not what this conversation is. And we're not turning it into that conversation. Just so we can be clear. Yeah, we're not doing that. We're not talking about no race of people against any other race of people. Period. We're not doing that. This is the BBN Network. And I appreciate everybody for your comments, but I'm just saying, we're not doing that. Anyway, yeah, so if you stop selling drugs, then we don't have to worry about CIA Chris situation. You get what I'm saying? I think the main problem is that people were trying to figure out how they could keep doing illegal stuff and stay free. What we should be trying to do is figure out how we could do legal shit and then spread it to the rest of us. That makes sense? Because if we go anywhere else and sell drugs, we're going to stick out like a sore thumb, Ray. I'm just being obvious. If you see a whole entire community of white people and they got 6 black people there, and then all of a sudden now everybody smokes crack, who you think they're going to knock on the door first? Who you think they're going to knock on the door first? Like, yo, why is everybody smoking crack? The 6 black people in the whole community. You think they're gonna knock on the door first, man? Come on. They might not even be the people selling the drugs. They gonna knock on their door first, though. I haven't been down to 125th in a while. But I think that's still open. They got 2 stores down there, right? That is a soul food spot. Shout out to you, Wayno. That is a soul food spot. And that shit is good as shit. Shout out to you. They food is good as hell, too. Last time I was down there was like... Last time I ate there was a while ago. Shout out to Wayno. Shout out to Ireland. Okay, see, 32 Savage, I'm not letting that go through because we're not making this conversation about white against blacks neither and who could smoke the most crack. The fuck? Yo, admins, I want y'all to go back and read that comment. Don't kick him. This shit's just funny as hell. Email it to me, Chopper. Big Shad said, shout out to Big Shad. I ain't seen you in a minute. He said, if we could have brothers illegal activities, if we could have brothers illegal activities that we do to get money as a race, they will only implement laws and ways that would interfere. That might be legal. Okay, so check this out. So check this out. I'm laughing at that dumbass comment y'all didn't see. So check this out. If your reasoning for committing crimes is if I don't commit crimes, they just gonna try to figure out a way to stop me from doing the thing without committing crimes, is why you commit crimes, then you just want a reason to commit crimes. No civilization could grow without mules. Let me rephrase that. No civilization can grow without unpaid labor. Wait, without slowly paid with labor. Now let me rephrase that. No civilization can grow without unpaid labor. Now, let me rephrase that. No civilization can grow without slave labor. I get it. I get it. I just said something, and I'm pretty sure there's a ton of people that don't get what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, the faster your civilization is gonna grow with what you don't have to pay for. You understand what I'm saying? What was one of the biggest civilizations known to man before 20th century, right? One of the biggest civilizations was Rome, right? Greece and Rome, right? The two huge civilizations, right? One of the reasons why the Romans started running shit is because I think they were the first people with like paved roads or some shit. I don't know how that had anything to do with it, but take this into consideration. Take this into consideration. How was they getting their monuments and everything else built? Slaves. They were going, having wars with other people. Those people were losing the wars. And then they were taking them, and for their water system, thank you, Stay-Wise, their irrigation system. And they were taking those people who just lost the war to them, bringing them back to where they were at, and then forcing them to build shit because now they became their labor. All they had to do was feed them to keep them alive. What a lot of people don't know is, back in Rome, you could just be a regular average individual and own a slave. One second. Sorry about that. Um, so that's the point. The Aztecs were extremely further past than most people because of their mathematics, and so there were also a couple of other civilizations that we're not going to speak on because they're not documented for various different reasons. But yes, they were civilizations that we know about that actually were more advanced, or should I say, there actually were civilizations that existed that were more advanced than the Greeks and the Romans. But I had to use an example that you knew of rather than an example that you didn't know of, and then I'd be into a long, different conversation about who that civilization was, and the point would get missed. Okay, we're not talking about the slave thing isn't the important aspect of the conversation. I'm so sorry. Um, the important part of the conversation was that the governments need to figure out a way to generate income. Right now, one of the ways that they're generating income is allowing people to come into our communities, absorb large amounts of money by selling drugs, and then busting them, and now they've just taken all of that money out of that neighborhood. That I went a real long way to explain that. Remember I told y'all to pay attention to what I was saying is when the video first started? Oh man, it was on mute. Anyway, I went a long way to explain that. Basically, the government allows for drugs to be sold in the hood. Right? And when I say allowed, there's varying different ways that I mean this. I don't mean the government is actively saying that hood doesn't have any drugs in it, let's figure out how to put drugs in it. But what is happening is because of economic unfairness. I don't know no other way to put it. When a whole race of people have a problem getting a job, it's systematic. When a whole race of people have a problem getting working somewhere where they can pay that makes a reasonable income, it's systematic at that point. You understand what I'm saying? So my point is this. I'm not saying that they're actively saying, yo, we gonna find and sell drugs in the hood. But what they are doing is making sure that certain neighborhoods, or not the government per se, but because of the laws that are in place, and because of the different restraints that are in place in whatever the community might be, it makes it a situation where you have a large number of individuals living in a small area that don't have any actual income. And that's easy for them to find out, because all they got to do is say how many people live in that particular area, how many people got W-2s. It's not that hard to find out how many people live in an area. All they got to do is see where the W-2s is at. That's it. You feel me? Anyway, so the main point in which I'm trying to make is, there's no reason in the world why they wouldn't let Tekashi 6ix9ine come back out, because they never wanted him in the first place. But one of the main reasons why they made sure that he got on that stand and he pointed at people was because you fucked up our investigation and you basically robbed us of millions of dollars. They probably messed up $10 million easy that the government was expecting to get at the end of this bus, which was going to lead to another bus and maybe another $10 million over a couple of years, which was going to lead to another bus, which was going to lead to another $10 million over a couple of years. Get where I'm going with this? Because, Tekashi got some real powerful people backing him over there on Universal. Yes, they do a census, but I mean the easiest way to check easiest way to check who has jobs and what their job is and the money that they're bringing in and everything else would be W-2s. Taking a census, census is gonna tell you stuff, but a W-2 is gonna tell you what you want to know. That's my point. Okay, so let me just say something real quick. For everybody that keeps messaging me and asking me to unblock them, I cannot unblock you. We have at least 4,000 to 5,000 people blocked on this channel. I have more people blocked on this channel than some people got subs. I cannot find your name. It don't matter how much I want to unblock you. I can't. Please stop messaging me and talking to me like I'm just not doing it because I don't want to do it. I'm going to give y'all a treat. Y'all want a treat? Who want to see my block list? Show of hands. Who want to see my block list? Who want to see my block list? Show of hands. Nope, I'm not unblocking everybody. Whoa. Yo, what up, Black? Alright, I'm gonna show y'all my block list. Because so the next time somebody says unblock their name, everybody can laugh at them in unison when they pretend like I just don't want to unblock them. I don't know what you did to get blocked. Maybe you don't do that thing. Hold on. I'm gonna let y'all see. Not the whole. When I show you what I'm gonna show you, you're gonna see what the hell I'm talking about. So every single person, yo, everybody, give a shout out to Dr. Inky. He up in the building. So every single person that keeps saying unblock me, you can see just how. What the hell? What the hell? How is he gonna? So everybody in unison can laugh at the individual every time I tell you somebody is asking me to unblock them. And they don't believe I can't find the name. Can't find the name. I'm not looking for the name neither because there's too many damn names. Hold on. Let me... Oh, community. What am I doing? I can't see the comment section right now. So. My dude... I don't want that type of energy around me. So 9 times out of 10, whoever got blocked, you just had some fucked up energy and you was trying to mess up our show. Now you decided to act differently. Now you want to be unblocked. When you could have just acted the appropriate way off of the rip and this not even be a situation. Check this out. I want y'all to check this out. This is the block list. They want me to go through this whole entire block list and look for one name. This is the block list. They want me to go through this whole entire block list and look for one name. Now do you see what I'm saying? Like, what in the hell? You gotta make a new account. Somebody said I just passed their name. Hold on. Nigga, I don't know what your name is. I think whoever this is just... I don't even know what it is. Look at his fucking block list, man. Who in the hell you think I'm going to be sitting here all day looking for a damn name? You better tell me what the name is right now. You said I just passed it. I just scroll up a little. Tell me what the name is. I might try to look for it right now while we're here. Look, now he going to wait for me to get off. No, don't tell me to write the name. See why everybody is so difficult. This don't even make sense. You know what? I don't got time for that. But look, I don't got time for that. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. He could have just wrote the name, but he want to send me a voice message. That don't even make sense. Shout out to T. Andre Willis Sr. for the donation. He said, the only way to get blocked over here is to be a complete ass. You get your bags for a reason. Appreciate you. Do anybody see... Okay, I'm not going to say the name out loud. I'm going to see if I see it. I'm going to scroll up. He said it was in something. I don't see it. I don't see it. And I scroll right back up. I don't see it. Look, man, there's no way. I don't see it. I don't know what the fuck that... Yeah.
Bro, just click out of there, man.
Yo. But do you get what I'm saying? My fault, man.
Nah, man, that's too crazy, bro. You got... Listen, that's too crazy, man. You got too many block niggas, man.
Think that's too many?
Bro, that's too crazy, man. What the fuck? That's too crazy, bro. That's too crazy. That's probably about 10,000 people in there. Yo, you need to tell all those niggas to start a new channel. Yo, you need to tell all those niggas to start a new channel.
But now do you see what I'm saying? I can't find nobody's name. If you get blocked, you blocked.
Yeah, that's YouTube hell right there. That's crazy.
I keep telling you, and somebody said free all of them. You know how long I'm gonna be there to free all of them?
Yo, one nation entertainment said that's the graveyard.
Yeah, that's a BBN graveyard. Wait, hold on. Shout out to James S for the donation. He said make them pay to get off the block list. You know what? If somebody paid me, I'll sit here and look for your fucking name. That's a whole fact.
Nah, man, you can't.
If I unblock them, my
you can't look
subscribers.
that long, though, bro. You saying that because it sounds cool, man, but you can't look that long, bro.
Somebody said unblock them, your subscribers is gonna go up.
Nah, man, that's too crazy, bro.
I told you, I got more people blocked than some people got on their channel.
Yo, that's a fact. That's a big fact. Nah, man. You can't do that, man. That's too crazy. That's too much foolishness, man.
And that's not alphabetical order.
Yeah, that's too much foolishness, man. That's just they gotta start new emails. Listen, they just got to get new emails and just come back in as new people and behave themselves.
Just put 2.0 in back of your name so people know where you're from. That's it.
Yeah, 2.0. There you go. Those niggas got to get. Come on, look, it's almost New Year's. So you know what I'm saying? You start a new turnover, a new leaf. You know what I'm saying? Like. You gotta be your best version of you.
That's a fact.
Yeah. Wait, somebody said trolls going to start their own set. Oh shit. Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, we all have a bad day. That's a fact. Just make sure you keep that bad day off of my chat. That's all I'm saying.
This is pure fucking madness. This is pure madness, man. You know, you're supposed to be informing the people, man. Every time I tune into your show, there should be some wild, crazy shit going on.
Hey, man, we gotta entertain, man.
Yo.
That's a long block
list. That's about 7,000 people, man.
It's a lot, man. It's a lot. I'm trying to tell you. That's why I keep telling people I'm not.
People, man.
That's why I keep telling people I'm not looking through that list. You gotta make a new account, yo. Yo, you see how many times I had to hit the damn thing before that ball start moving?
Here's the $1 million question, though. Check this out. Wait a minute. Here's the $1 million question.
What's up?
Those trolls actually need to stay trolls because they already still watching your channel if they can say, hey, you just passed my name, scroll back up. That means they already created new names and they already signed in. Yeah,
I don't know what to tell you.
They wildin', man. They wildin', yo.
Oh man, yo. Anyway.
Yeah, they wildin', bro.
Yeah, let's get off of that though. But that's what I be trying to tell people. Like, yo, man, come on, that's crazy, man. I'm not looking through them damn names. Fuck out of here. I love you, but I'm not doing that. I want you to participate. I really want you to stay around, but I'm not looking through all them names, man. Get out of here. That shit is too much. I need to hire somebody to do that shit. That's some shit I would literally need to hire somebody to do.
Nah, man, that's purgatory, man. That's it for them. Nah, man.
Yo, who's that laughing in the background?
They gotta turn their life over to Christ.
Yo, you got any people blocked on your channel?
I don't got that many, bro. I don't got that many. I thought, you know what? I'm gonna tell you the truth. I thought that I was bad because I be throwing block parties on a regular basis. I thought I was bad because if you say anything crazy, you out of there. So I got a few hundred. You know what I'm saying? That's about 400 or 500. But
for everybody that don't know, this is my cousin. We grew up together, like same house, everything. You feel me? Keep going.
I never seen nothing like that. Yeah, I never seen no 5,000, 10,000 people blocked like that, man. Yeah, that's crazy, man. You wild, bro.
Wait, can I just say something?
That's a zero tolerance rule in effect right there.
Can I just say something? When have you known me to just take random bullshit from people?
Yo, that shit look like you the China president. Like,
when have you known me to just take random bullshit from people though?
Yeah, I guess that's your pay. How your pay should look based on past references. But that's still a lot, though, man. That's a little crazy, though, man. Man.
Oh man! Oh, I think he's showing me the name.
Why is he still even talking? Like, no, man. See, that's probably why he got blocked.
Oh, he counted too. All right, so I'm gonna go find your name. You better hope that list don't switch up every time I leave the screen. That's all I got to tell you. He really want this He want this account back on here so bad. This shit is crazy.
Man, hey, you gotta be careful with some of these people, man. That might be a little stalkerish, man. Like, what's going on with him, man?
He likes the show. He watches the show every day.
Yeah, but he's already watching the show right now. So what's happening with him?
He wants to comment. He wants to be a part of the participation. I don't know. The hell I know. I don't concern myself with all of them things. I have enough problems over here.
Yeah, he tripping, man. He tripping, yo. Nah, he tripping, bro. He tripping.
Wait, I will say this much. I will say this. Wait, hold on. Let me say this much in his defense. Before he got blocked, I don't even remember why he got blocked. But before he got blocked, he came in a lot, and he was he had a lot of good comments, and he participated very positively before he got blocked. What I think happened was, I'm going to tell you what I think happened. What I think happened was, we had a group that was in here and was trying to, like, convince people to, like, think weirdo shit about me that ain't true. So I think he kind of accidentally fell into that. Like Eric Mack, he see him 2.0, he got blocked.
How do
no, you can't get your wrench back.
All 60,000 of these people, bro.
When have you not known me to have a good memory?
Nah, man, that's gone past good memory though, man. That's too crazy, man. You be having combos with each person, like you be remembering each.
Yes, man, absolutely. Every individual is important. It's a fact. I love y'all. Every individual is important. That's a whole fact.
Man, that's what makes your platform unique. Awesome G shit.
Yo, before we even go any further, yo, what's going on with what is your latest videos that you're doing over there? Just let us know.
I'm doing a documentary on the soul right now. I'm still working on that documentary.
All right. You got anything that you pushing that we should be sending some of us guys over there to go watch and check out? Especially people that don't know about your channel yet. What would be a good introductory video?
Bro, I'm gonna keep it a band with you, man. Listen, I'm gonna keep it a band with you, bro. As I do need subscribers and support and all that, but after watching this shit you got going on over here, man, I don't know if it's, you know what I'm saying? You got 5,000 niggas blocked over here, bro. I don't know what kind of shit is going on over here, man. I'll keep it a band with you.
This guy's crazy, man.
I don't know what kind of shit is going on over here when you got 10,000 niggas blocked, yo. Like,
I don't know. Alright. I'm gonna.
I don't know if I should just throw me out there in the random with you. You got 10,000 people blocked, man. This is like crazy right here. This is Blockgate. This is a conspiracy. Like, you got some serious shit. You got some surefire wild shit going on over here.
I don't know what to tell you. Shit happens, man. This is the BBN Network. I don't know what to tell you. Don't know what to tell you. Don't know what to tell you. But he did send me the thing so I could try to find his name. So I will try to find your name for you at some point.
Nah, man, you can't find him right now, man. You gotta find him. You gotta find him later on, man. We want to know about all this bullshit going on with Tekashi, man. We want to know.
No. I'm gonna find him later. I'm not finding him now. If I remember, I'm probably gonna be doing something more important than finding your name. But if I'm not doing something more important, there's a lot of things more important than finding your name. But if I'm not doing something more important than finding your name, I'm gonna look for it. I'm not guaranteeing anything. I'm guaranteeing. Matter of fact, I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna do it.
That might not even be his real name. That's really just allegedly.
Allegedly.
Yo, mad other platforms is stealing your swag right now. I just be watching these niggas like, trying to duplicate the allegedly.
Allegedly. That's a fact. Shout out to them.
I said, oh shit, these niggas try to steal Bob's swag. Like, yeah, man, this shit crazy, man. Yeah, shout out to the block party, man.
Yeah.
Like, it's just party nonstop, man. Just tell niggas party nonstop, man.
Wait, hold on. Don't go nowhere, Black. Don't go nowhere.
All right.
Hold on. I'm gonna show you something. Cause you know we have a merch line. We have a merch line actually dedicated to the fact that our graveyard is so deep. Bag season. And block party. Get out of here. We have a whole entire merch line dedicated to the fact that we will kick you out of the chat. Go cop your merch. I just want to let everybody know that. Anyway, Anyway, yo, I'm gonna let you go so we can get back to the Tekashi bullshit.
Yeah, man, that's crazy, bro.
We have it in every color. Go check out. Somebody put the Teesprings up there so they can know where to go get it from. Also, if you send in the pic of you in the merch, you also become one of our real MVPs. As you can see, as these nice ladies and gentlemen is. So send in the pics, buy the merch, send in the pics, become a part of the BBN fam. Don't get yourself kicked. I mean, it's that simple. Alright, later, Omen. Alright, so let's get back to the Tekashi stuff. I need a second, though, real quick. Sorry about this, y'all. We're going to try to stop kicking people. We're probably going to keep kicking people. We're probably going to keep kicking people. So I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna pretend like people are not gonna get kicked. People are still gonna get kicked. There's gonna be lots of kicking happening. Tons of people are gonna get hit with their bags. It is what it is. Why are you gonna say that guy's name in the chat? Thanks for hiding him. Peace. Anyway, so let's get back to the Tekashi mess. You gotta have, like, look, we do the morning show, right? I'm gonna explain something to everybody that don't know about the shows. And we talk about the situation, but we also try to, like, take a couple of minutes out, 10 minutes here, 15 minutes here, to just, like, F around, joke around, laugh. You understand what I'm saying? A lot of times we're having discussions about topics that we can't laugh about. The next topic we actually want to talk about is the next topic I'm going to talk about. I'm going to move off of the Tekashi for a minute, and I'm actually going to talk about the Kodak Black situation. For everybody that don't know, Kodak Black sent out a letter the other day. We're going to read the letter, and then I'm going to tell you what I think about the letter, and then I'm going to explain a couple of other things about just my position on the letter and on the Kodak Black situation in general. And I'm going to tell you about something else that happened when I recently just put out a video, and a lot of people were upset at the video. So I definitely want to talk about this, and I want to explain just my position on the matter, because I think people thought, or they wanted to make it seem like I was laughing at a person that was locked up in jail. I'm not laughing at nobody that's locked up in jail. I'm laughing for a different reason. Give me 1 second, and I'll be right back.
Mike Jones.
What's up, everybody? Alright, so what we want to discuss now is the whole Kodak Black situation. We want to, not for nothing, where I'm at right now, I can have a dog, but I don't have the time for one. I don't have the time to take care of a puppy appropriately right now. So it just wouldn't be a good idea, but I do want one. That's a fact. I just don't have the time to take care of a puppy appropriately, and I wouldn't want to do that to a member of the family. All right, so hold on. I'm gonna first let me get the letter that Kodak Black wrote. I don't know if Kodak Black wrote it. I don't know if somebody else wrote it for him and put it on IG. I don't have the slightest idea. But Kodak Black recently had a letter go up on IG speaking on him. I can't find it. Could one of my admins find it for me? Send it to me. Let me look over here. Hold on. And I want to discuss this real quick. First thing I want to say is, I did a video talking about it. And I think people were like under the impression that I was laughing at Kodak Black. I am not laughing at Kodak Black, nor am I laughing at any other person that gets locked up in jail. It's just not my thing. I don't think the fact that Kodak Black is locked up is funny. What I do think is extremely humorous is the levels that people want us to believe and how susceptible people are to believe bullshit. Now, just because I think that a lot of guards, the majority of COs, from what I hear about, is douchebags. The majority. I'm not even bullshitting. I used to be a guard myself. I used to work in Wards Island, and I used to work in Bellevue. So I'm going to tell you something. Literally, the majority of my co-workers treated the people who lived in the buildings not well. Not all of them. There was a lot of people that I worked with that was co-workers of mine that treated people appropriately. But there was a lot of people that just treated people badly. Really, really badly. So yes, I am under the understanding of what people go through when they're in some kind of monitoring system where they might have a guard or a CEO looking over them, and how some guards or CEOs might take advantage of their power or their position to make other people's lives bad. This is a fact. I know that this is. I'm not saying it isn't. I've had my little bit of run-ins with the law before also. So believe me when I tell you, I know that this is true. That there are bad CEOs, bad guards, bad people out there just in general. But I think that this story that the homeboy is trying to get us to believe is just total BS. Just in general. God damn it. Really? I think that the story that he's trying to get us to believe is just total BS. Just in general. I'm going to explain. He writes the letter, right? Kodak Black, the letter comes out. And one of the things that Kodak Black speaks on is, he says, he wasn't feeling well, right? So let's just go and follow directly back to what Kodak Black said happened. And then after we talk about what Kodak Black says happened, we'll talk about alternative. That's what I'll say, because we wasn't there, so we don't know what happened. So what Kodak Black says is that he wasn't feeling well, so he went basically to the prison infirmary. When he went to the infirmary, he asked for assistance. They denied him assistance. He wasn't feeling well, so they denied him assistance when he went to the infirmary. He's saying that the reason why he believes he wasn't feeling well is because somebody drugged his food or something along the line. I'm not 100% sure, but he's saying that he was drugged. So he went to the prison infirmary. After going to the prison infirmary, he went there, whatever. They said that they wasn't going to help him. They turned him away. He left. After leaving, he ends up getting into a fight with the gentleman. After he got into that fight with the gentleman, while they scrapping, the police officers, the COs come up. They try to break up the fight. They beat him extremely bad. Then, because they beat him so bad, they put him in a chair and they wheeled him into isolation where they left him for a while. That's what he says happened, right? This is not disputable. That's what he says happened. That's basically what it says in the letter. I'm sorry. I'm going to apologize for not having the letter directly in front of me. I thought I had it. I do not have the letter in front of me. I thought I did. Okay, I got the letter. Somebody sent it to me. Who sent it to me? Shout out to Vix. Vix is the fucking best. That's a whole fact. We probably need to have those type of shirts. Hold on 1 second, please. My apologies. My apologies. So, let's go over what the actual letter says. The letter says, on October 29th, I was laced with an unknown substance in Miami, FDC. I'm going to show y'all first, because y'all know I got to show y'all first every time. Just to be fair, so people can see what I'm looking at. It says, on October 29th, I was laced with an unknown substance in Miami, FDC. The substance gave me an out-of-body... I'm sorry for laughing at this shit. The substance gave me an out-of-body experience that had me feeling like I was possessed and dying slowly. Upon this experience, I managed to go to the CEO's office to seek medical attention. As shown on surveillance cameras, I was denied. This left me in a state of paranoia. Shortly after that, I got into an altercation with an inmate. This same CO who denied me medical attention proceeded to pepper spray me, which instantly impaired my vision, and I was oblivious to who was punching and grabbing me repeatedly in the face. Okay, I'm laughing because he wasn't oblivious to it. He just didn't know who it was. Being oblivious to it with it, you not knowing that it was happening. I'm just so people can understand why I was laughing. Everybody thinks I was laughing at him being in jail. They're like, why are you laughing at him being in jail? He literally said he was oblivious. He couldn't see, and he was oblivious to somebody punching and grabbing him in the face. If he was oblivious to it, you wouldn't be knowing that it was happening, or if that it was happening wouldn't be important, something you know. Anyway, I'm not teaching English. Anyway, so this same CEO who denied me the medical attention proceeded to pepper spray me, which instantly impaired my vision, and I was oblivious to who was punching me and grabbing me in the face. Even after I was on the floor, they continued to strike me and deploy more men. I was summoning for them to stop while gasping for my breath. Now, I'm not even going to get on why the whole summoning. I know he's Haitian. Was he born in Haiti? Because if he was born in Haiti and English is his second language, this makes sense. But he used the word oblivious wrong. I don't care what your dialogue is. And you probably meant to say dialect. I don't care what that is. He used the word oblivious wrong. The near-death experience felt like dogs was tearing at my skin while they were grabbing and beating me while I was under the influence of this unknown substance that mysteriously hasn't popped up on my urine analysis, and mysteriously the inmate I was fighting went home the next day. I was beaten so brutally that I had to be taken to the box in a wheelchair. I have been here for 45 days without commissary, hygiene, stressed out on psych meds, having to mourn the loss of my brother Juice WRLD behind bars. Prior to this, there were a few inmates who intentionally beat up an officer. I have no idea why there was a pause there. I have no idea. Hold on, I'm going to show you what I'm laughing at. Hold on, I'm going to show you what I'm laughing at real quick. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's trying to come home. I'm not saying that he isn't. Hold on, let me take a picture of this so I could then zoom in real quick. I'm going to show you something. Because people want to know why I was laughing. And I'm explaining why I was laughing. Me laughing had nothing to do with this man being in trouble. Me laughing had nothing to do with this man being incarcerated. Me laughing had nothing to do with him being in jail or anybody else being in jail or me thinking that it was funny to be locked up. So right now, I'm explaining. So then don't get upset that I'm explaining. How about that? You see where it says prior to? You see that gap right there with them 3 dots? Prior to this, there was a few inmates who intentionally beat up, and he had to think about it, an officer, and no charges were filed. Okay, I don't even understand how that has anything to do with his situation, but stop snitching. He just snitched on 3 inmates. Anyway. Meanwhile, I get into a fight with another inmate, and this officer jumps in to inflict harm on himself. I'm going to read that sentence again. Because this guy's a genius. Remember, everybody's saying that this dude is a genius. Prior to this, there were a few inmates who intentionally beat up an officer, and no charges were filed. Meanwhile, I get into a fight with another inmate, and this officer jumps in to inflict harm on himself. That's because he's from Haiti too, right? This is also because he's from Haiti, I'm assuming. I'm going to read that sentence again. Meanwhile, I get into a fight with another inmate, and this officer jumps in to inflict harm on himself and capitalize on my status as a local celebrity. Now, you trying to tell me I don't got a right to laugh at that shit? I had officers tell me that the CEO was okay that night, and that he was trying to go this route because he self-checked himself into the hospital. I've also heard officers tell me that the CEO had been back to FDC and bragging that he will her $250,000 from me. I'm saying that was get. Maybe that's a typo. He'll get. I'm not gonna laugh at that. He will get $250,000 from me. I want to shed light on police brutality and the tactics they use to cover their behinds. Now, before I go any further, I want to say this. In jail, officers will fight you and beat you up and then say you attacked them. That's a whole fact. Out here in the free world, officers will attack you, shoot you and everything else, and then blame it on you. So this happens. This happens. This happens. Free Nuke says, Kodak, man up. You was out here talking crazy. Now this is life in the can. Handle it. Remember when he was talking about he don't care about going back to jail? Do anybody remember when Kodak Black was like, yo, when he was trying to talk shit about Tekashi, and he was like, yo, I'll go back to jail. I don't care. Remember that? Anybody remember that? Anybody remember that? Anybody? You remember that? You don't remember that? Anybody remember that? I'm curious. Am I the only one that remember when he was busy trying to tell, when he was talking about Tekashi, and they was talking about how Tekashi was whatever the hell, before they got locked up, before Tekashi and Treyway had ran into and got the feds came and got them, he was like, yo, I never snitch, this and that. I'm not scared of jail. I'll go back to jail right now. Why? Now here he go right here snitching on some other inmates that beat up a guard and ain't get charged for it. Why he snitching on them for? They ain't even got nothing to do with him. Shout out to Kodak though. And shout out to all the people that got mad at me because I laughed at this letter. I'm not even going to go over all of the inconsistencies and bad grammar in this letter. There's a ton of them. I couldn't get through the letter because it was the first time I was reading it. Yeah, he means juvenile jail. That's what he mean. He don't mean real jail. Shout out to Douglas Samuels. Douglas Samuels says he means juvenile jail where he spent most of his time. Laugh out loud. This is real. And Inky says snitching is contagious. Yes, this dude is dead ass snitching right here. He's snitching. Three inmates got away with beating up a guard. Why he telling on them? Supreme says just how Meek loved to talk shit, but when he's locked up, he was begging the public to sign petitions to get. Nah. You should want to get free. I didn't see Meek throw nobody under the jail though. Meek ain't do nothing wrong. You should want to get free. You should want to not be locked up. That whole he don't care about being locked up thing is stupid. That was stupid. Now let's see how he feel these next couple of years. Nah, what Meek did, there was nothing wrong with what Meek did. Meek was right, actually. And the whole government agreed with him. So Meek was right. Meek had a point. This dude was out there doing weirdo shit. Now he's mad. Meek was shout out to Meek Mill. Even though I don't agree with everything dudes say. I don't like all of his music. But shout out to Meek Mill. That's a whole fact. Yeah, Meek did snitch on Safari with Nicki. That's a whole fact. Yeah, that was dirty, Meek. That was some scumbag shit. I ain't gonna lie, that was some scumbag shit. Come on, Meek. You better than that. Come on, Meek. Guess you ain't. I don't know. Whatever. I'm not getting into that. That was some real scumbag shit, though. So, hold on. You heard his side of the story, right? Now, I'm gonna tell you what I think happened. Not even what I think happened. Let's go with an alternate scenario. Check this out. Kodak Black has a drug problem. Kodak Black has a really bad drug problem. I can go into it, but I'm not. Kodak Black has a drug problem. Kodak Black is now locked up in jail. 9 times out of 10, because when you go in, they suspect you have a drug problem. They do ask you, do you want treatment? If you notice, a lot of rappers, when they got to go do some time, they go and they just do everything that the courts ask them to do. I'm going to give you an example. When Shotty was in court and he had to get sentenced, the judge was talking about all of the things that he was doing while he was locked up that they asked him to do that involved with, changing the type of person that you are, improving yourself, all self-improvement stuff. Shout out to Shotty. Free that man. And I'm using Shotty as an example on purpose because I'm trying to say good things about the guy, not for nothing. Because Shotty wasn't all bad. Alright. Shotty wasn't all bad. None of us is all bad. Alright, let's just get this clear. So, hold on. So, dude has a drug problem. He goes into jail. They're gonna ask him if he wants some kind of help, if he want to get into some kind of whatever. He says no, right? So, he's in jail. Now, he can't get the good stuff. Because, you see, when he was out here, he was a free guy. And they was able to get the shit straight from the doctors. He was getting the good stuff. Now he can't get the good stuff. I want you to go speak to a fiend. Right? A fiend. Heroin fiend. You want to know what they're going to say? They're going to say, when they start really craving it, they feel it in their stomach. Listen to what he said. Dope sick. Thank you. Listen to what he said. I'm going to show y'all again. It's right in the beginning of the fucking shit. It's right in the beginning. He says, that substance... He says, on October 29th, I was laced with an unknown substance here in Miami, FDC. That substance gave me an out-of-body experience and had me feeling like I was possessed or dying slowly. Nine times out of 10, he went to the infirmary. He explained what was wrong with him. He asked for help. They said, sure, you have to get into this treatment program, though. I'm not laughing, but I'm telling you, you got to get into this treatment program, though. Because we can't just put you in the treatment program because there's nothing going on. Like, you're not in any kind of immediate medical need. But he don't feel good. He all messed up. They probably been trying to give it. He's probably been. I don't know. I don't want to go too far off track. But basically, that's why he doesn't know where the poison came from. Because it wasn't something he ingested. It was something that was already going on inside of him because he wasn't getting the good stuff. Now he was working with the good stuff. Now whatever he getting is probably stepped on a couple million times. Anyway. So he goes to the infirmary. He asks for help. They deny him help because we're not gonna. You have to get in the treatment program. We can't give you that thing you're asking for. We can't just give it to you. You have to get into a program. You don't want to get into a program, there's nothing I can do for you. He gets pissed off, he leaves. Right? He gets pissed off, he leaves. Right? So after he gets pissed off and leave, he ends up getting into a fight. Now, what sounds more plausible? A guy that's going home tomorrow. Now, with this being said, before I say this next thing, I'm going to explain something. Before we go any further, I'm going to explain something. I've heard many stories about a guy about to get ready to come home, and he's in some kind of gang, jail gang, and they tell him he got to go put in work right before he's about to go home. I've heard a ton of stories about that. That happened to a lot of people. I don't want to throw nobody's name out there, so I'm going to leave it at that. But I'm just gonna be quiet about a certain thing because I'm not gonna go into that. But there are a ton of guys that be about to get ready to come home, and then whoever the higher up is, send them to go put in work. And now because they gotta go put in work, now they can't go home. Now they get another extra months, a couple months here, a couple months there. But what sounds more plausible? A guy about to go home tomorrow, seeing him and saying, you know what? I want some jail rep. Because he's saying the guy started a fight with him because he wanted rep in jail. But the dude going home tomorrow, what kind of jail rep does he want? First of all, stop. First of all, I'm not calling Kodak Black a dope head. Kodak Black made it pretty obvious that he do use dope. I also know people that know Kodak Black. That's a whole fact. Now, I could say a lot more than what I'm actually saying. So I'm going to ask you. Stop. You can always make your own channel and talk about your own shit. Copy? Anyway, so what sounds more plausible? Dude's going home tomorrow. He see Kodak Black and say, I know I'm going to leave in a couple of hours, but I want jail rep. And then attacking Kodak Black, or Kodak Black is all messed up. Probably looking sick. I'm not kicking nobody while they down. Why are you even in here? Peace. Kodak Black looking sick. Dude maybe saying something to him. Maybe they had words. Kodak popping off. They get into a fight. The people come to break the fight up. When they come to break the fight up, Kodak does get maced. Kodak can't see. Kodak does grab somebody's genitals. Kodak does squeeze. You want to know what the police, COs do when you're doing something and they want to get you to let somebody go? When you see a dog, right? And I'm not calling Kodak Black a dog. I just want to explain something. When you see a dog out in the street biting somebody on the leg and you trying to get that dog to let the person go, what do? You hit it, right? So I'm saying there's a good chance that Kodak Black was squeezing the dude nuts, and yeah, they was beating him with their sticks and kicking him and punching him. They was trying to get him to let go of this nigga nuts. Part of my language. They was trying to get Kodak Black to let go of the dude nuts. So yeah, they're hitting him and they hurting him and they trying to get him to let go. He was holding on and he wasn't letting go. Then after they finally get his death ball grip broken, they put him in a restraining chair. They have these chairs that they put you in when you're in jail, or I'm assuming they also have these like in mental health facilities. You've seen them in every single movie that has a mental health facility. Every single movie you've seen them in that has a mental health facility. Anybody remember seeing that movie? The movie with the girls and they was trying to break out, but they was in mental health place, but they was also like prostitutes, and it was like a lot of dream sequences. I forgot the name of the movie, but the movie is dope. Go watch it. They put you in the wheelchair where they strap down your arms and your legs and your body so you can't hurt yourself or hurt anybody else. Now, if you worked at a facility and there was a dude that had somebody's nuts in the vice grip, no, not Gothica, but it was most likely in that one also because they had a mental health facility in that one too. And you finally get a guy to let somebody's nuts out of a death grip. What are you going to do? You're going to put them in something that's going to stop them from hurting themselves and hurting other people. That would be that chair. Then what do you do with a person? Then you wheel them somewhere so they could be by them damn selves. That sounds way more plausible than what Kodak Black is saying. I'm going to tell you the worst thing about this letter. The worst thing about this letter is it proves that Kodak Black has not learned anything. I'm going to tell you right now, somebody said they stomped on Kodak. If anybody grabs my nuts in the death grip, I want you to stomp on them. I want you to do whatever you can to break the fingers. I don't care what you got to do. I don't want my nuts in the death grip. What up, Kelly? I don't know if you say pause. Maybe while you're squeezing them, you're like, pause, pause, pause. You're just saying it over and over again. They're like, oh, man, he got Tourette's or something. They don't know what's going on with him. But, yeah. So that sounds way more plausible than Kodak Black went into the place. Oh, man, I'm not feeling that well. Can I get some kind of medication? And they're like, nah, we're not going to give you nothing. Get out of here. Then he turns around. He walks down the hall like, woo, woo, woo. He's whistling. I could really whistle, but I just can't right now. Can I not whistle because I'm sitting down? I haven't whistled in so long. I got to practice. Anyway, so he's walking down the hall. Toodaloo-doo-doo. And then he just sees some random other guy that just runs up on him and says, I'm going home tomorrow, Kodak. I'm going to fight you today. And then he gets in a fight with that guy. Like, come on, man. This just doesn't seem plausible. You understand what I'm saying? It just doesn't seem plausible. He didn't learn his lesson. And this is why you can't have yes men around you. You need to have a certain level of yes men around you. You need enough yes men around you, right, to help keep your confidence high, to help keep you up, right? But you need enough not yes men around you so you don't make bad decisions and so you don't start living in a make believe world. Right now, Kodak Black lives in a make believe world, and I think this is just my opinion because of previous immediate previous things that have just recently happened in his life. And I think it's really just sinking in now. He might spend a couple of more years in prison. Now he already got a 3 to 4, right? Um, gun charges is 10 apiece. I don't see any way he could get around a gun charge at all. If unless the government just drops the charges. He literally needs the government to drop those charges. He cannot get around those gun charges. The government has to drop those charges in order for him not to do time for them. And so everybody that's coming in here talking about, oh, you're doing this to Kodak, you're doing that to Kodak. You want to know who did it to Kodak? All the people around him that didn't try to push that brother in the right direction. Yo, look, you know how we used to be struggling? We're not struggling no more, homie. We got money. We can do things. We don't have to be ignorant. You make music people love. You don't just make music that people feel on a surface level. You're making music that people feel levels deeper. Like, we could really do something over here. We just got to get on the right path. We need to, the bullshit. We kind of need to stop the bullshit. That's what he needed around him. Not, yo, screw that, man. Yo, I know, the thing, Nipsey Hussle wife, she look fine. Maybe we should tweet about her. No, that's not going through. Coincidentally, for everybody that's seen the block list, we blocked about 3 or 4 people today so far. Just coincident. Now, I mean about, what, maybe 4 or 5? Because I just blocked like 3 in like the last couple of minutes. Supreme Duncan says Kodak was set for life. He played himself. I don't feel bad for dude, especially when a lot of people told him and tried to help him. Yo, look, there's been a lot of lessons that's being taught in hip-hop nowadays. Just so we can be clear, there's a lot of lessons being taught in hip-hop. Kodak Black and Tekashi is one type of lesson. First lesson is stay away from criminal activity. If stay away from criminal activity. Tekashi 6ix9ine was directly involved in some criminal activity. See the situation it caused for him. Kodak Black was directly involved in criminal activity. You see what it caused for him. Another lesson that you can learn from this is being contrite. Tekashi 6ix9ine, upon being arrested, it seemed like he immediately was contrite. He was immediately contrite. Tekashi 6ix9ine, Kodak Black is locked up, and he's still trying to fight against obvious facts. Like, my dude, you're fighting for your life right now. The last thing you need to do is be getting in trouble in jail. If you got a drug problem, you go to the infirmary, you let them know, look, I got a drug problem that I'm battling with. I need help. They're literally going to give you drugs. DZ said he don't got no OGs. He surrounded himself with youngsters. That's a fact. I actually was speaking to somebody involved in Kodak Black a while back. And they said Kodak Black got rid of as soon as the money started coming in, he got rid of all the old heads around him. And he basically said that they were trying to rob him. So my point is this. Pardon me. Sorry about that. N.O.R.E said they probably was shaking my head. They felt entitled to his money because he was the little homie, but turned big homie in the end. I don't know the situation, and they might have been trying to rob him or steal from him. Who? I don't know. I want to read Christina Diaz's comment. She said, "No, you're too kind, Jack Frost. He was wilding most likely, talking to celeb money talk to the medical staff, and the guards yoked him up. That all of that is probable." No, Kodak Black is not 30. He's just fucked his whole life up for no reason. And Liberty Hazelton says, hell yeah, the state would have laced him with pharmaceuticals for free at that, just to keep him doped up. That's a whole fact. For people that got a drug problem, I'm going to explain something to you. If you go into jail with a drug problem, they will give you drugs. If you tell them, I have a drug problem, I need treatment. If you tell them that, they will give you drugs. A Supreme Duncan said he heard his big brother and his friends was taking advantage of him and stealing from him also, setting up business deals in Kodak Black name and stop telling Kodak Black and taking money. Completely plausible. But check this out. Forget all of them. Master P came to him. Master P came to him and tried to give him a little bit of advice. Now I'm going to explain something that a lot of people might not get. Is Master P the one that said that, I forgot who it was that said that he spoke with Michael Jackson and Michael Jackson charged him $25,000 for some advice? Master P spoke to him. Tried to give him some advice. He chose not to take that advice and chose to see Master P as somebody who was trying to steal from him. Maybe that's because of what his brothers and his family members or the people that was close to him did before. That might be the reason. Let's just be honest. But Master P? Master P takes dirt and makes stuff. Right now he got some damn sneakers that I heard is actually selling. Shout out to that. Master P now got freaking noodles he's putting out on the market. And I'm telling you right now, he's going to try to get those noodles in the jail system. And then once he does that, he a billionaire. Look what he said. Supreme Duncan said, Jack, the only thing jails give us is Tylenol at best, unless you're on methadone program that they give to you because you can die without it. What did I say happened? Supreme Duncan, what did I say happened? Wait, what I was saying is that he should have told them he had a drug problem and they told him that he had to get into the treatment program most likely. That is what I said, right? That is what I said, right? First of all, $25,000 is not a big deal to a fucking Kodak Black. Pardon my language. That's not even a whole... He do a show and make more than $25,000. Master P took dirt. I don't know the other way to explain this. He took dirt. Dirt. And made No Limit Records from dirt. How do you not? I don't... Whatever. From dirt, he made No Limit Records. I don't know what kind of treatment program. I don't know how they do it down in Florida, but in Florida they have a lot of different drug issues down in Florida. A lot of different drug issues down in Florida. So I'm not sure. Maybe and he was in a federal facility too, I believe. I don't know what kind of facility. He said FDC, right? I think it was a federal facility. So he would have gotten treatment for whatever his problem was. Everybody want to know what's up with 6ix9ine? You're going to have to rewind. This video is 2 hours in. I did not talk about 6ix9ine for 2 straight hours. You can just rewind right back to the beginning, at least about 10 minutes in, and then you'll be able to listen from there. It became cool to be a pillhead when the rappers started talking about it. Period. Before that, people were pillheads, but they kept it private. After the rappers started talking about it, it became something that you could just do. And it's cool. It's dope. You get high on all these pills, popping perks, or whatever the hell. Yeah, they promoting drug use all the time. It's just a fact. When I tell people I don't listen to the radio that much, I can't tell you the last time I actually listened to the radio, to be honest with you. It was literally, had to be like a couple of years ago. Honestly, I probably didn't listen to the radio not one time in 2019. I don't think I listened to the radio one time in 2019. Not once. Not once. I don't listen to it. Yeah, the Roman noodles that turn into plastic in your stomach. A lot of people don't know about that. Shout out to you, Christina Diaz, for putting people on. I don't know what kind of noodles he's using, by the way, but yeah, the Roman noodles that everybody buy out here in the street, they do be turning into like plastic in your stomach. We're about to end this, but I want to talk about the Whack 100 situation real quick, if y'all don't mind. I want to talk about the Whack 100 situation real quick. So apparently the other day, I want to do a quick break that helps me with, when I go back to check stuff out. Hold on. Just give me 1 second. Hold on. And yes, the radio do play the same thing, but I don't know. I just don't fuck with the radio. Language. I just don't mess with the radio. Anyway, so basically what happened is, I believe it was Nipsey Hussle's bodyguard or a bodyguard of Nipsey Hussle, but I think it was like his main bodyguard or something like that. He ended up being somewhere where Whack 100 was, running into him, and then they said he gave him like a 6-piece or some shit. But we didn't see the altercation. I don't be believing everything that happens around Whack 100. Also, just so we can be clear, like that fake fight that he had with Mike Tyson, I don't be believing everything that happens around this guy. I actually like Whack 100. I think that he's entertaining as shit. Just to be honest with you. And you gotta rinse them after cooking. Did not know that, Supreme Duncan. Thanks for putting us on. Rinse those noodles after you cook them. Yeah, because the adhesive shit that they use to make the noodles stick together. Gotta rinse that shit off of them. Anyway. So, I don't know about what happened with that. I'm not real versed on. They say that Whack 100 got hit in the face a couple of times and it was a fight. I need to see. I don't like, whenever I just only see the aftermath of shit, I'm like, I don't know. But remember, they said Whack 100 had a fight with Mike Tyson. Whack 100 was pumping that shit like he had a fight with Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson was pumping it like he had a fight with Whack 100. I don't believe all of that stuff. A lot of that stuff be fake, man. So I'm not saying that this is fake, and I don't think that this could be fake over the situation in which it happened over. I don't think nobody's out here lying on Nipsey Hussle's name. Let's just be clear about that. But at the same time, I need to see a little bit more than just stories. You know what I'm saying? I just need to see a little bit more on that. I'll let other people cover that. I'll let other people talk about that. Maybe if I see something I think is particularly humorous, I'll then make a video about it. But I don't see nothing. But only thing that could be in a Whack 100 story is humor to me. I don't think nothing's tragic is gonna happen to him. Doc Hicks has the actual fight, or do Doc Hicks got the... Shout out to Doc Hicks. Real quick before we go any further. Doc Hicks was the only YouTube content creator when I first started doing YouTube that I reached out to and actually got a response back from, and his response was extremely helpful. So shout out to Doc Hicks. I appreciate you, my brother. Does Doc Hicks have the actual footage, or do Doc Hicks got the footage of the aftermath? Yeah, I can't help what the audio is doing. Maybe it's just your signal you're receiving. Yeah, shout out to Street Soldiers and shout out to Lisa Evers. Lisa Evers pulled up on us. Pulled up on the big homies out there in Brooklyn when they was doing a food drive for the homeless. So shout out to Lisa Evers, showing the whole world that there are all people who are part of organizations and who have been part of organizations that are actually for the growth and development of the community now. No matter what they were for before, now they're for the growth and development of the community. So shout out to Lisa Evans for helping to shine light on things like that. So all I'm saying is yeah, I don't know. It's just people always say that something's wrong. Nothing don't even be wrong. So people just say that. So don't feed into that. Yeah, they have the aftermath, but they have the aftermath. I don't see anybody having the actual situation. That's what I want to see. Whack 100 is always talking. Ain't nothing happened to him. I don't expect anything to happen to him. I don't want anything to happen to anyone. Just so we can be clear. But Whack 100 been talking. That's what he do. He talk. So it is what it is. Anyway, we gonna pull up off here. Yo, you know what we're gonna do today? Call somebody today that you haven't spoken to in a while, just to say hi. A friend. Don't call an enemy. Let's call a friend that we haven't spoken to in a while, or a family member that hasn't spoken to in a while, just to say what's up, ask them how they doing. Express legitimate and real, care about what's going on with them in their life. That's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna be human beings. We're gonna care about other people that care about us. We're not gonna waste our energy today on people that want our downfall. We're not gonna waste our energy today on people who don't want us to do well. We're gonna spend our energy today on people who will hopefully reciprocate on a time of need whenever we have a time of need. Right? That's what we're doing today. Look, I love y'all. Everybody enjoy y'all day. It's funny how, real quick before we go, it's funny how so many of the things that I say be on point, and then a couple of months after I say it, people make videos about it. I was the first one saying he was going to get time served. Matter of fact, it could have been me and DJ Academics. DJ Academics said it too. Time served. It's a fact. I think Axe said it. I'm not 100% sure. I know I said it. Everybody else was talking about he was going to get a million years. Shout out to them though. Anyway, I'd take probation and be free, but I don't think they're gonna give him probation. They might give him probation. Who knows? I don't know. I don't care. Anyway, we'll see what happens. I don't know who I will or won't do an interview with. If I had the opportunity to do an interview with him, of course I would, but I wouldn't see why. Of course I would. I mean, I could see a lot of reasons why he would pick this particular platform, but other platforms, it's more money in it. More visibility, more notoriety. Even in their mind, even in their minds believe he'll get more time than everyone else. A ton of people. I don't know if all the charges really got dropped. I don't even think all the charges need to be dropped in order for him to be able to get time served. What up, Stay Gifted? Haven't seen you in a long time, but we are not going to make accusations like that. I'm not kicking you. I'm just removing the comment. We're not doing that. We're going to respect other people. And please, always respect other people's platforms when you comment in here. Appreciate you. Anyway, that's all I got on this one. I love y'all. Everybody enjoy y'all day. Go do something productive. That's the whole fact. We not laying on our ass today. I ain't gonna lie to you. Yesterday was Sunday. I laid on my ass all Sunday. That's a whole fact. It was just one of those days. I love y'all. Everybody enjoy y'all day. Wednesday, there's no morning coffee on Wednesday. I'm just gonna throw that out there. Hold on, let me make sure I got the right. Hold on 1 second. I believe Wednesday there's gonna be no morning coffee. I'm just making sure. No. There's gonna be morning coffee. No morning coffee on Wednesday. No morning coffee on Wednesday, as far as I can tell. Sorry. Now you good. Stay gifted. Don't worry about it. No morning coffee on Monday. On Wednesday. We will be Tonight Show tonight. Everybody come back to the Tonight Show tonight. Yeah, look, I love y'all. I just want everybody to win, but I don't want anybody to win while trying to destroy other people. We don't have to try to destroy other people. You feel me? All we got to do, we can work on our own self. We can work on the people around us that we care about. We can work on the people around us that we love. We can do that. We don't have to destroy other people. So let's try not to try to destroy other people. You know what I'm saying? And if you're around people and it's their intent to destroy other people, understand that at any time that ire could be pointed directly at you. So if you got somebody around you that's trying to destroy other people, at the drop of a hat, they could just decide that they don't want you in there. They be trying to get you out of there too. That's a whole fact. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe. Join the notification gang. # Bronx Bombs. Let's get it. I love y'all. Take care of each other. Hug the kids for me. I haven't forgotten about you. And that's all I got on this one. I'm out.